Waterproof and self-setting? Okay. Everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Rebecca. Today I am going to do a full review, wear test, and check in later of the Urban Decay foundation. They sent me the Face Bond Triple Power Foundation in this little PR mailer. Very cute. Thank you, Urban Decay. I very much appreciate it. All right, so we have here a waterproof foundation, 3% niacinamide, and a can't feel coverage is the slogan. They sent along a sponge and hair clips, so thank you for that. People keep saying I need to put my hair back. Well, and all-nighter setting spray. I have not used this in a long time. Is it? So we have here a little bit about this. It is the Triple Power Foundation. It is available at Sephora and I think on the Urban Decay website. It is $40, I think is the retail, and it has 40 shades. So they've decided to charge $1 for every shade they made. I'm just kidding. They sent me 7 Fair Neutral, and I think that's a good match. So full coverage is achieved by applying with your fingers. Medium coverage is achieved by using your favorite foundation brush, and light coverage is achieved by using the sponge they've provided. They claim to have a 24-hour wear, that it has a serum feel, and that it is a no mess stopper, and that it is self-setting. Let's first of all talk about, this is great packaging. It is very lightweight, portable. It doesn't seem very bulky, and I mean, it can stand, it can lay down. I think that is very, very considerate of them. I can hear it's very liquidy. Let's see here, do we we just pull it off. This is the sort of stopper. Apparently this is kind of a thing. A thing, you know what I mean? Like, this is part of their innovation. So I'm gonna just put a little drop on the back of my hand. Is it sucking it back in? That's kind of nice. Okay, cool. I don't smell fragrance. I just smell ingredient scent. Yeah. I know there's niacinamide in here. I'm not sure about other ingredients, so I'm just kind of taking one for the team here. I will look at the ingredient deck in the editing process and put a little note if I think that there is any triggers. So I think this shade looks pretty good. That one drop is going a long way. I see what they mean now. And I also see what they mean by how your finger does provide very full coverage, and it's spread out, and now I can tell it is set. So you definitely want to work quickly, and it feels really nice, and it doesn't look chalky or powdery as it sets. I'm not sure if you can see. I'll put both my hands up and you can see the difference. All right, let's get into this. Fingers, I'm gonna put this right here. And we are gonna just spread that out. I don't have any primer on. Just sunscreen. Wow. Okay, my hand, it actually went further on my hand. I don't see that went away quick. All right, let's do this again. It reminds me of like a skin tint, but without all that kind of slippiness. Skin tints lately are very slippery, are very dewy, and this has kind of this, just, it's very thin. I can tell how the technology, how it's different, and it feels different. It's exciting for sure. Now I'm going to use a brush, and I'm going with my BK Beauty 101. It's the Angie Hot and Flashy Travel, so it's kind of the A101, but it's the 101. All right, so ooh, I think that, can't tell what I like better. I definitely think that applying it with the brush, I always check to see, like, right here is where I get my texture. Okay, I am going to use the little sponge they sent and do my forehead and T-zone. I'm gonna use this end. Ooh, I kind of like that. It's funny how they were not kidding. The coverage is definitely, I mean, it's different and it isn't different. Like, I'm feeling like I'm getting the same. It's very self-setting. It's probably one of the more silkiest ever self-setting I've tried, because self-setting to me, as a dry, mature skin, can be very doubtful because I'm thinking, oh no, it's gonna feel like it's skipping, it's gripping, and it's not. It's very smooth. Yeah. Now, if anyone says, well, what do you do? What if the sponge needs to be wet? I don't know. Was it Nikki? Was it Nikki LaRose that uses her sponge dry? Who was like, everyone was freaking out. So my conclusion is, I think that the BK Beauty brush gave a bit more coverage than my fingers, and I think that the sponge definitely is the most lightest coverage, very natural, very, very skin-like. This is it's less coverage than I thought, and I think I like it. I'm not gonna powder it, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna see the difference between cream and, I'm gonna see what cream products, how my cream products and my powder products apply. I think I'm gonna use my Revlon concealer, because that is the Flex Wear 24 hour. And since I'm not using powder, I think using a concealer that has some self-setting, some really flexible coverage properties is maybe a good idea in this experiment. So let's do that. And I am going to apply that with my A506, and this is the concealer I'm talking about. And I am using shade light and light medium mixed together because I am just between shades. So my Milani cream bronzer, love this. Let's do it on this side. Ooh, really picked up the product. It's very, How does that look? Does that look patchy to you? Ooh, wait, no, there we go. Just gotta blend. Okay. Yeah, that's nice. I love my Wander Beauty, this powder bronzer. I'm gonna use that. Huh. What's sticking? Yeah, I mean, I did not powder this, so sometimes you have to give it a little work. Let your body temperature kind of, you know, I need eyeshadow. I think I'm just gonna use my Going Coconuts from Color. Fun fact, I worked at Nordstrom in the 90s when Urban Decay was just nail polish, and they sold colors like Roach, and I think it had like shades like Bruise and Roach. What was the other one? Oh my gosh, those were so edgy, and because Seattle 90s grunge, those were so popular. All right, we're gonna do some indie brand highlighter. I've got my What's Up Beauty. I'll do it this way. By the way, if you haven't seen this, it's gorgeous. That goes over nicely. Everything, yes, it did. It's very much, it's set. Let's do lips and mascara off camera, and I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna give you some thoughts, and then I'm gonna let you know what my day is going to be like, and I'll do my check-in. All right, I like it, you guys. Yes, first reaction, like. Yeah, it feels comfortable. My skin does not feel dry. It doesn't feel tight. So remember, I am a dry skin. I am 51 years old. I was only wearing sunscreen. So I put on my, and I'm wearing a chemical sunscreen today. And so I put on my sunscreen, and that was it, no primer. And then I put this foundation on. I think that regardless of how you apply it, finger, sponge, brush, you can achieve as little or as much coverage as you want. So I think if you want full coverage and you don't like putting on foundation with your fingers, I think you're going to be able to achieve full coverage with a brush. Yeah. Now, you know, you might need to like layer it or sort of build it up a little bit, but I also think that it builds nicely. It doesn't, some foundations, when you try to build coverage, it fights itself. This doesn't seem to do that. It seems to build, seems to enjoy either, it says it's very welcoming to either powder or cream products. So regardless of whether or not you're applying a bunch of cream, liquid, powder. I did dig up this PR sample from, gosh, 2 summers ago from Urban Decay, and it's the matte lipstick in What's Your Sign. Why have I not used this? So I think you're gonna see this in my rotation. Don't know if it's discontinued, don't know if it's still available, but wow, it says matte and it feels so good. It feels so creamy. I like a satin matte. I can't do the matte. I mean, I want to, but then I try it and then I'm like, oh, no. Anyway. First impression, we like, and just making sure I don't have any weird, I did put a little more around my nose because yes, I missed a spot. You know, I always do that. All right, today I am walking the dog, might even take my own kind of walk, trying to get more steps in, and then I have to do so many errands. It's 10:30, you guys. That's my son. on my screensaver. It's 10:30 a.m. So I am going to wear this for you for 6 hours at least to give you a check-in. I'm also going to include some footage from my phone outside in just natural light. All right, well, thank you for watching this far, and I hope you keep watching to see the end of the video and how I really feel about this Urban Decay face bond. Oh, and I think the 7 worked for me. It's definitely, yeah, and I'll let you know if it oxidizes or anything like that. I am not applying setting spray, neither Urban Decay or any other brand, because I'm gonna just let the face bond do its thing by itself, and we'll see what report card it gets. This isn't a group project. You gotta, you know, it's gotta put in the work. And then we'll see what, you know, yeah. Well, gosh darn it. My camera is doing that weird thing again where it shuts off. I don't know why I'm so flushed underneath my makeup, but it is 7 o'clock. So it has been 8 hours and I am recording this on my phone. And like I said, my camera is not cooperating. And honestly, I love it. I love the way this foundation looks. Yes, I am still red right here. It never fails. That's the part that wears down. Ah, man, but, actually the lipstick is beautiful. I only put a gloss over it just now after dinner. So, new fan of Urban Decay lipsticks currently. Yeah, so the finish is beautiful. It has lasted. It looks good. Today was actually a really cold and windy day. So I think for summer, this makeup is going to be phenomenal. I can't wait to see what it's going to do when my skin, you know, when it's a little bit more humid out, when my skin just kind of has that higher level of constant moisture. And yeah, so I'm really impressed. I really like what I see. Okay, thank you Urban Decay for sending this, and I will leave all the links below. Again, sorry I had to finish this video on my phone. Whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna keep using this foundation, and I think it's a good summer shade. I don't think it oxidized or anything, so I like it. Alrighty, well, thanks so much for watching. I hope this was fun, and please subscribe to my channel and leave me a comment, all that good stuff, and I will see you next time. Bye.